Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. It looks like I've got two horns. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 376. I have things to share with you today. I have some finished objects. So let's get started. My first thing, these items are for a craft fair. First thing, I have one more soap sack, or you could use it as a cell phone pouch, although it'd be kind of small. It would fit my cell phone, but others probably not. But yes, I have one more soap sack. And then I finished the 3 crocheted dolls, and I have their faces attached. The only thing I need to do yet is trim the hair in the back. So I'll show you the first one. This was my prototype. This was my very first one that I made. I need to give her a little bit of a haircut. But there she is. I gave them all little eyelashes and then of course a little smile. I did not put noses on them or eyebrows because I was afraid it'd be kind of too much. This is the part that's labor intensive because if you've ever done a hooked rug, latch hook rug, that's kind of what I did with the hair here, is a latch hook type of thing. I do need to trim the back yet so that it's nice and even, but I did want to have a full head of hair for kids to play with. So here's what the first one looks like. And I used up a lot of scraps by making little stripy dresses, and see they have little shoes. And then, so this is doll number 1, and then I have doll number, oops, her bows needs to be fixed. This is doll number 2. And there's her little dress. It's a little shorter. Anyway, there's her little dress and her little shoes. And the bodies I actually did sew across here so that their legs can move. And their arms, there's a seam right here. But I did keep the arms at an angle. Last week I talked about maybe attaching the arms so they kind of went straight out. I tried that and I didn't like the way it looked. I liked this to look a little more natural. So there is a seam so her arms can move to an extent. So, and I do not have, this is number 3. This one I think turned out the best looking on the face. And I was gonna make like a blonde haired or red haired doll as well. But the red that I had was really bright red, and the yellow I had was this color yellow, which is almost like highlighter yellow, and I was afraid that that would just be just a little too much. It was yeah, a little more punk rock looking than natural, so I didn't have the right kind of yellow to do like a blonde hair. So we did brown hair and black hair. So there is doll number 3. I'm not making clothes for them at this point because I want to just stick with the 3 dolls and see how well they do at the first craft fair, because they are labor intensive with the hair. Oops, one just fell on the floor. They are very labor intensive with the hair, so before I spend the time, I want to see if these sell before I progress beyond that. So there is a little height difference. These 2 are the same size. This is the size I think I will make. This was my prototype. This was the first one that I made. And as you can see, she is definitely taller by about an inch. And she's a good size too, but I think this is the size I'll go with. So anyway, yeah, so there's my 3 dolls. So those are my finished objects. Now my works in progress, I've been working on like crazy on this sweater because I really would like to be able to wear it at least once before it gets too warm. I am hoping I'm not going to play yarn chicken with this. I'm finished the sleeves. They're completely done. You can see the raglan edge right here. And I'm now doing the neck decreases and shaping the neck, which is all German short row. Yeah, not my favorite neckline. And here's the thing, I was actually talking with Sue Lothar today More about that in a little bit. But I was telling her I've still got like 200 stitches on the neckline. It needs to be tighter up than that or it's going to fall off of my shoulders. And I only have this much yarn left. So I have been doing some additional decreases in the body in here, as well as the German short rows, which do have a little bit of a decrease involved. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is not, I don't like low sweaters. I like my sweaters to fall right about here. I don't, for modesty's sake, I don't like them falling off of my shoulders and showing my straps, or I hate things I have to keep pulling up. Or worrying about it hanging down too low. So I'm hoping this works out and that I have enough yarn. I do know that when I finish these German short rows that there is a band of twisted rib that goes around, so I'm hoping that kind of pulls it in a little bit more. Stay tuned to next week to see how this works out. Yes, I hate playing yarn chicken, and that's what I'm doing at this point, hoping I've got enough yarn. In case you don't know what yarn chicken means, it means I'm hoping that I have enough yarn to finish the project. Yeah, it's going to be cutting it close. So that's my one project. My other project, I need to get back into a crocheted project at this point because these have been my crochet projects this week. I've been working on this Afghan, which is a commission for a friend. And I did not put a stitch marker about where I am at, but I finished the first skein of yarn. So it is about, oh, I'd say 1.5 feet tall at this point. But there it is. And width-wise, now it's not stretched out all the way. It's probably close to maybe 3 feet across. So there you can see it. And this is big twist yarn from Joann's is what I'm making this with. And like I said, I just finished the first skein, and each skein is 380 yards. This color that I am making this is called Wine. And it's a kind of a cranberry kind of color. There you can see it. And I forget what I paid for it. There was a sale, it was buy 3, get 1 free. There's no way, I've got 6 skeins of this and I don't think I'll end up using it. It does get fringe on the top and the bottom, which will eat up some of it. So that's what I have been working on this week. What have you been working on? Now in acquisitions, I had a lady at church make me something, and I've been using it already. She made me a little mug rug. I'll hold this up, it's quilted. So she made this, I like the colors here, they're kind of fall colors with like sunflowers, you can see them here. And then she has a doily. She said she did not make the doily. She said she could have, and I'm looking at it and she could have, but she didn't. But there is the doily, and then she put a cute little square, or a heart-shaped wooden button on it as well. So she said this is for snacks, and this is for the mug rug. And a mug rug is to sit your teacup on. So yeah, so thank you, Jean. I appreciate you thinking of me. I've been using it. I sent her a picture. It was sitting on my table with a mug on it because I was drinking my tea. So yeah, so that is my acquisitions this week. Now, if you missed yesterday's video, and just in case you weren't aware of my announcement last week, Wednesday's videos are moving to Friday at 10 o'clock, and my Saturday videos are going to stay on Saturday, but they are also going to start at 10 o'clock. So yesterday was a big yarn sale because I am destashing some of my yarn from up in the craft cave upstairs. So if you missed that, you can click the little video right. So if you missed that, you can click the link right here, and that will take you over to that yarn sale and all the details as far as shipping and all that kind of stuff. But yes, this coming Friday is going to be fun because as I'm filming this, today I went up north of here about an hour. One of the viewers who has become a friend, Sue, and I got together and we dyed the sock blank. If you remember, I was working on a sock blank. She and I dyed our sock blanks today using acid dyes. And just a little information about Sue ahead of time, she has a master's degree in art, and she was an art teacher for quite a few years. So she really understands color and how things are mixed and everything. And so she pretty much did she did all of the dyeing, and I filmed her doing it, and she did a lot of explaining about how the colors break down and everything else. Way out of my skill set. So yeah, I just watched back. I just sat there and filmed and watched and saw the colors popping out. It was like watching a magic show, seeing all the things coming out of the dye pots. So make sure you check that out on Friday, where you can see our finished projects and, well, our finished products of what ended up being dyed and the whole process. So that will be Friday's video. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, it's kind of short today. I didn't see a whole lot of sales going on. The first one, though, is Lion Brand, and it is 30% off of their kits. Not one of their better sales, but anyway, 30% off of their kits. Knit Picks has a pretty good sale running. They are running up to 30% off of their sock yarn. The sale ends on the 5th of May, which would be next Sunday. I think next Sunday, next Monday. Anyway, it ends on the 5th of May. Yes, next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. So anyway, and they still have their bare yarns on sale. So if you watch the video and you want to watch us dye yarn, we are using bare yarn. All of the yarn that we used was bare yarn, which is by Knit Picks, and it comes in different fiber bases, different weights, things like that. And we were using different ones. So yeah, that is Knit Picks. And then Annie's, I looked over in their clearance section of their yarn, and Annie's has Patton's Astra DK for $2 a skein. They also have Premier Anti-Pilling Worsted Weight for $2.17 per skein. And they also have, this is some of the cheapest stuff they've got right now. They also carry some of Lion Brand's yarns. They have Lion Brand Let's Get Cozy for $3.49. So yeah, a lot of times Annie's will run sales that are actually cheaper than Lion Brand, even though they're selling Lion Brand products. And they also sell their own brand, which I think is called King Cole. I think it's King Cole. Is like one of their specific brands or whatever. At least I think it's specific to them. They're the only ones I've ever seen have it. And I have used it before, and it's nice. So anyway, those are the sales that I am aware of. Again, check out the yarn sale if you haven't already. And next Friday's video will be the dyeing, and the following Friday is going to be especially fun too. So we have some fun videos coming up. I won't give away what we're going to be doing, but there's some fun stuff coming up. So thank you for watching, And by the way, we are halfway to our next 100 subscribers. If you're new, every time we hit another 100 subscribers, I do a yarn giveaway. So we are halfway to our next yarn giveaway. If you haven't clicked that link already, please click that little red subscribe button down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It does help with the analytics. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Friday to watch us dye yarn together. Bye, everybody.